We're back! Freaking Nintendo or Illumination shut us down. Can you believe that? Or YouTube's automated thing. I don't fully know what happened there. But yes, we got shut down because how dare us stream the Mario movie trailer. In any case, we're back, chat. We're going to talk about this a little bit. We're not going to be able to play the trailer in full. We're going to kind of skip around because we don't want to get copyrighted again. But good to have you all here. Thanks for hanging out with us during the stream itself. That was super fun. But yeah, I wish we could rewatch the whole thing, but, unfortunately we can't. But Tris, now that you've had a few more seconds to process everything, how are you feeling about this?
Oh, I'm pretty hyped. I really like what we got to see here. This was so much better than the expectation, considering everyone was saying there's going to be a pop song. We're going to see like a lot of the cliches. No, this opened with a menacing scene of Bowser invading a kingdom. They're taking this seriously.
They did. I love that. That was such a fun way to begin. I mean, I say fun, like these poor penguins are being annihilated. But I loved it. I thought it was hilarious, like seeing them fight back with the snowballs. Like there's already like this is something I would have never expected. I could have never predicted that, and I love that. So. Real Sean says I loved it. I loved it too. The only thing I'm not sure about again is Chris Pratt's voice. I think it's gonna take some more getting used to. It kind of just sounded like Chris Pratt to me. Is that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. What we were saying when our previous stream got taken down is this wasn't really the best preview of Chris Pratt's Mario voice. He said like one line, and it sounded like him. It didn't really sound distinct or different. Like. At least one Wahoo probably would have been good to get in here. But we had like one Mario line of him like questioning what's going on. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't really give us a good like Bowser, we got a good idea of what Jack Black's Bowser is here. Not so much Mario.
Yeah, exactly. Which is funny. Yeah, the titular character is the one that we kind of it almost felt like we saw the least of. It really did focus on Bowser, which is interesting.
Yep.
And I think that's fine. Like everyone knows, everyone knows Bowser too. But I think that's a more interesting angle to take to kind of introduce us into this world through the threat that Bowser poses. And what's interesting too is we can see that Mario does seem to be a fish out of water. With him popping in the Mushroom Kingdom, Toad introducing himself or warning Mario about the mushroom. And I love that. Like we're going to be kind of seeing this world through Mario's eyes, and that's kind of fun. Like we're all on the same page here, even though we've been playing Mario games forever. But I like the idea of being introduced to the Mushroom Kingdom in a cinematic style through the fresh eyes of Mario. I think that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I think especially with like the redesigns, the new things going on, the fact that there's stuff going on here that we weren't expecting, like from the games. Like there's no Penguin Kingdom in Mario as far as we know. So there's new things here that are new for all of us too, not just Chris Pratt Mario experiencing it for the first time. And that's gonna make it even more entertaining as we go.
By the way, what the heck is that thing that Bowser arrived in? Like, did he warp a volcano here? Like, is it?
I think that's Bowser's castle in this iteration. I think that's what Bowser's castle is going to look like.
But how's it here? Did he just? I guess it's just an airship he flies around in. He's got anchors on it, so I think. Like this.
I suppose.
Yeah, I can't. Sorry, chat, I can't play it because I don't want to get copyrighted again. So we're going to be skipping around here.
We can see elements that definitely look like castle, like part of the castle.
So he just flies entire castle around.
Yep,
that's awesome.
Like Paper Mario, like the original Paper Mario.
I guess so. You're right. So I love that. Like this is a scale. Like they're introducing an epic scale that we've not seen to this degree ever before, and I love it. That's so fitting for a movie.
Yeah, and the what I keep getting, like I keep looking at this early bits here with Bowser and whatnot, and it makes me think of how he's designed in Smash, with how like he's made to look more like menacing, so much more than he ever is in any Mario.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and not just that, even his troops. Even well, first off, I love that his own troops are like afraid of him. But like we see like a Koopa Troopa with an eye patch and spiked shoulders. Like this is hilarious. Like we're seeing like a full like army here. Like we've never. It actually reminds me of Mario RPG when Bowser's like directing his troops, but in that it was like 12 soldiers. Here we have a field full of them. Look, I mean, I'm looking at this. Like this is so freaking cool. Like. The scale, we're gonna see a battle scene in this movie. I think, like a full-on war.
It's weird. It's weird to follow that up with hopefully, because that's not what I mean. But like,
no, I want to see penguins getting destroyed, Tris. I want to see toads flying all over the place. Oh man,
Oh man.
they're doing and yeah, the character models are really on point too. Like the lighting, like it really seems like they're delivering. Illumination's delivering at the top of their game. It seems like. Real quick to address chat. So we're down to 2 people right now because everyone's working on their own stuff at the moment. So we figured the when the stream got interrupted, that was a good time to break up. So it's just not permanently. It's just Tris and I for now. You'll see more from the other guys later on in all kinds of videos. So, but what I really want to start taking a look at, Tris, is like some of the little details, some of the Easter eggs. And I think I want to start off with the Mushroom Kingdom here.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. Oh, I should screen share with you.
That would help. I've been like, I have Arshim on the side. I've been like trying to keep up with where you're at.
Let me see if I can do this. Sorry, I didn't even think about this beforehand. Give me 1 second here, everyone. Sorry about this. Live.
Okay, we were a little thrown off.
yeah, the interruption really threw everything off. So, all right.
It shouldn't mess with the overlay too much if you just crop the screen share part out of the overlay on the side.
Okay, you should have it now, Tris.
Yes, I do.
All right, cool. Let's go fix this on the front end. All right, cool. We're good. Now Tris can see what I'm talking about. All right, so as you can see, there are a lot of mushrooms in the Mushroom Kingdom. Who who saw that coming? I actually really want to go to this zoomed out view. There's this amazing viewpoint. Yeah, here we go. Oh man, that scene. Like I love this. I love that they're making me excited to see the Mushroom Kingdom again. Like we've seen the Mushroom Kingdom hundreds of times, but we're seeing it in a whole new way here. So right. I mean, so what we're basically seeing is an expanded version of the poster. So you can see the poster is actually just a small part of this world, and I'm loving. Like, I wasn't sure how much they'd flesh it out, but they're fully fleshing it out here.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, that's.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say there's definitely a lot to it, but it's interesting how it's also all like condensed to the one area. Like you look, there's so much on like outside and around, but it's the grassy plains. It's not, from what we can see, it's not more levels, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's interesting it's all kept there. Also, looking at Peach's castle there, it is really like lifted up. Like it's not sitting. It's not sitting on that mountain. No. It is like positioned, like pointed on it. Well, that looks kind of weird to me.
That does look a little weird. Yeah. What is? Yeah, it's like it's like elevated. You can see like underneath to the sky, which is. Yeah, a little unusual, but you know, I guess that's fine. So it's already on top of a giant mountain. I don't know why they needed a few more feet there. But yeah, it's interesting that you're right. We're basically looking at one world here. So yeah. I'm fine with that. Like it shows kind of the scope of this world where they're not like making everything next to each other. I think that's kind of cool. Like we're seeing a more just like the Mushroom Kingdom here. I assume this is the Mushroom Kingdom is just really expansive. That's cool.
Yep.
So I'm not sure there's like much in the way we can like really tell in terms of like secrets or Easter eggs here, because the main area of course is a town, and we can see it like right down there.
We could tell a lot of the floating islands that we saw in the poster are not as close to Peach's castle as we thought they were from the poster.
That's
a lot of things were added there for it.
Right, they moved a lot of things around for the poster, which makes sense. We're actually seeing them scattered all over. I love that Mario's like running on the mushroom tops here, though. Like, that's kind of fun. So we're going to see him bouncing off mushrooms. Like, I'm getting Mushroom Gorge vibes here from Mario Kart Wii.
That is good. That is good. I hope he bounces then.
Yeah, he better bounce. Let's see. And he bounced off the mushrooms when he was already, bouncing into the kingdom, right?
Yes. Yeah, when he like fell in, he was kind of bouncing on them.
Look at this view. This is such a beautiful kingdom. Like I want a game like this. I want a game full of mushrooms where I can just bounce around on them for fun.
Oh man. That'd be fun.
All right, let's see what else. I'm trying to see, you know what, I want to go to that Luigi scene. We're going to skip all around here, everyone. I want to see what's going on with Luigi.
Oh, wait, really quick, before Luigi, since you're pulling up the credits, are there any names on those credits that we didn't know before?
I think they were all ones that we've seen. Wait, who's Kevin?
Yeah, I think they are.
Who's Kevin Michael Richardson?
Who is Kevin Michael Richardson?
I don't recognize that name. Was he in? I don't think. Do we know him about before? I don't think so. That one looks new. Anyways,
I don't think he was before.
Yeah, that might be new. And I don't know. Was Sebastian announced before? He was one talking about. I think it was announced during the.
Apparently he's the voice of Kamek.
Oh, he's the voice of Kamek. Okay, that makes sense. And who?
Yeah.
That was weird. That was interesting hearing Kamek right off the bat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god, I'm looking at the Luigi scene now, Tris. I love the dry bones are like on the trees. Like that's so
They're
scary.
everywhere.
All right.
This right here though is like perfect horror movie scene with like Luigi. Like this is perfect. But
Yeah.
this scene actually tells us a lot. One, he's going into a castle that at the very start of it has the Bowser flag on top. So this is like the
Oh,
castle levels.
yeah, you're
And
right.
two, he's not with Mario.
No, he got separated. Or so it makes me wonder. That's probably what happened. Wherever how Mario entered the kingdom, same thing happened to Luigi. But he got thrust into a whole new world, like a whole new area.
Yeah. Either either got thrown into a whole new area separately, or they split off to do two different parts of the same adventure. Also, Jake's back.
Quick update for everybody. Just in case you did not see that Jack Black has shared more of his Bowser voice.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, I can pull up the link for you, but apparently, so he's at Comic-Con right now, and people are posting videos of it. But I am going to put the link in our little chat here so that you both can check it out right now.
I'll bring it up, chat. I'll bring it up for us right now. Are you working
I thought this was worth breaking in.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Are you covering this too, Jake?
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Great. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it.
Bye. Be well.
All right. Live update from Jake. Breaking news. All right. Let me bring this up real quick, chat.
Yeah, let's get that.
I want to see this. All right. Oops. What's going on here? Can you repost that in the main channel? I can't find it here. So
Yes.
Thanks.
It's in that side channel, but
yeah, I can't get to it right now.
Yeah, I can post it.
Thank you. Sorry, chat. 1 second. This is big. I want to hear more Bowser. And we'll get copyright claim this time, hopefully, so...
That's kind of funny. Jack Black recorded that whole part for the Nintendo Direct, and then he was also there on stage.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, give me 1 second here, chat. Try and bring it up. Okay, there we go. All right, Tris, you may have to watch it individually. So
yeah, I can watch individually. That's fine.
I'll tell you when I start playing it here. Sorry, chat. A few seconds here. Let's see which one is it. There we go. Here we go, chat. Watching this video on Twitter. I don't know who it's from, but here we go.
I'm coming for you, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin your day? I'll beat you up. Go back to plumber school. I've gone up against the best, the strongest. Who'd I gone up against? How about Godzilla? I ate him for lunch.
Oh
I'm
my
the
gosh.
biggest, baddest turtle dragon alive.
I love that.
I'm scared of you.
I'm looking through.
You make me laugh.
Sorry. Okay, now it's over. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was hearing it faintly. I just wanted. I was waiting until then. I'm looking through other people like reading or posting about what's going on at that panel. Jack Black says you'll be surprised to see that Bowser has a musical side in the movie.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Oh, that's great.
Confirmed.
All right, try and get back to the movie here. Where in the heck is that it? Okay, here we go. All right, I think we're back on the movie now. All right, chat, what do you think of that? So that was pretty cool, huh?
Oh, that's exciting.
All right, apparently I've got the Discord window all messed up here. What's going on? Sorry, chat, we're figuring this out live. What is going on here? Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. All right, we should be back fully.
Hopefully.
Josie says in the chat, Jack Black has literally has such a good voice. He does. And that's why I think Mario stands out a little bit more by comparison, but it's also not fully fair because we think of Mario in a very specific way. Yeah, anyways, the Mario voice is something I'm going to spend more time getting used to, but all right. Is everything are we good again, chat? I can't. There we go. I think we're good now. All right. This is weird.
Who knows anymore?
I don't even know.
Who knows anymore? This has been a wild hour.
It has been.
Not even hour.
All right, let's get back to this Luigi scene. So we got the dry bones on the trees. And again, chat, I'm sorry we can't play the video in full, otherwise it will get taken down again. We don't want that. So we have to kind of skip around here. But we're seeing Luigi entering what seems to be Bowser's castle. Look at this model of Luigi. Like I'm loving again the expression, how expressive these characters are this time.
Yeah. No, they're good. They're really expressive.
As Luigi's desperately trying to hold them back.
You might be able to skip around a bit with the bracket keys, so kind of frame at a time,
Oh, that's
so
a
to
good
say.
one. Yeah, I can do that. That's a good call.
Yeah. That might help a little bit.
Cut right to it. Yeah, I don't think YouTube will catch us that way. Maybe. We'll find out. Yeah, I didn't realize it's such a short scene. It's literally less than a second. Oh my god.
Yep. Well, there's a little bit before this too, but yeah, for what we see there, yeah, there's not much.
For the castle, I meant, yeah, specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really don't see a whole lot of this scene. So, all right, so there's not a whole lot to mention except for the fact that this looks creepy. Like, what perfect time to announce it too, like around Halloween.
Oh, true, yeah.
So, all right.
These tribals are great too. Like the glowing red eyes, the dead trees all around. Like this feels like something out of Luigi's Mansion. It's perfect.
Yeah,
it's perfect for Luigi.
Even like the mouth shapes, like they look intimidating. These look more intimidating than they do in the games. Like I feel they look kind of goofy in the Mario games. Like here they look scary. Like I would not want to be caught in a dark alley with these guys, or really anywhere. Dan asks, any obvious Easter eggs? You know, not yet. I mean, there's little details we're picking up on, like the Bowser Castle thing. But I'm looking around right now. Let's go ahead and look at the Mario footage a little bit more. Nothing's like jumping out at me. We haven't had a whole lot of time. Oops! Oh god, I'm playing it. I don't want to be. Don't want to get claimed.
Yeah, right there when his face was lightening up as he was getting up. That was where he looked like Fix-It Felix from Wreck-It Ralph.
See,
like right there.
Right there. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, like as his eyes open up and he looks around, that's where he has that look in his face.
Right.
Not a bad thing necessarily.
No.
But it's like good point of comparison.
Yeah, so I wonder what this like structure they popped out of is. Is it like some kind of temple or?
It reminds me of like the castles you find at end of levels, with like the brick kind of look to it.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's not made of bricks, unlike those, but yeah, I can kind of see the vibe.
Oh no, it is. It is made of brick. You can see it.
Oh,
like,
there are some. You're right. Actually, there is some bricks right there. Actually, I guess you're. Yeah, a lot of it seems to be stone too. So it seems to be a mixture.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting.
A bit more elegant looking, but actually, there is one of those to the left of Mario. One of those little fortress-like castles to the left of Mario. Slightly more left in between two.
Oh my god, there it is, right there, chat. Let's zoom in on that. Yeah, you're right.
Wow,
that's straight up a little Mario Brothers castle right there. Awesome. Hey, well, we're finding some little details already, so perfect.
All right, we're doing it, guys.
Let's see what else is going on. Man, again, I'm loving how beautiful this looks. This looks so freaking good. Like, now it's going to be hard to play a normal Mario game again. I want my Mario games to look like this. Like, so we can see a little bit more of the temple thing. It looks like it's actually not really a temple. It's like part of a mountain wall or something, so.
Hey, it looks like it's like coming like right out of the cliffside.
By the way, how Mario looks, again, it's going to take some getting used to. I kind of dig it, though. I think they got a good look here. And Mario's a little chunkier. He's a little bigger here. I like that. He's like a little,
round.
A little
I like it.
Yeah. They kind of slimmed down Mario a little bit too much, I think, in recent times. But you can look at the folding on his clothing, even, you know? Like, and this, by the way, this confirms all the leaks, too, obviously. But we didn't even see Princess Peach here.
No, we didn't even see Peach, despite... She's at the panel. She was in that video next to Jack Black, so I don't know.
Look at Toad. Love Toad's little his little getup now, his little vest and everything. Great job. Facial expressions.
I love how expressive Toad is. Like that's so good.
That is
because
really good.
It's usually like the fan projects you see that have expressive Toads. You don't normally see Toad being that expressive in like official Nintendo material.
Right. We have breaking news here from Lego Fan 237 with a super chat. Thank you. Cheap's in the river. All right, we gotta find this.
Yeah, we need to find.
Where's this river at?
It might have been with the overhead shot of Mario.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm playing again. Jeez, I don't want to get taken down.
If it's like the couple seconds like that, we should be fine.
Yeah,
but you could do the. Remember, you could do like the frame by frame.
Where is this river? Just, like, there it is. Oh, right there. Totally.
There they are.
They're the Cheeps. All right,
nice.
So that kind of confirms like enemies like do or creature. You know, it makes me. I wonder if they're gonna draw a line between what's like a native like creature versus like what's a Bowser minion. It seems like they may be, just given we've seen the minions already, and these may just be creatures that exist, and that's cool. So like maybe we'll see like Goombas just roaming around.
Yeah, you know. His minions may just be like the Koopa. They're like anything related to Koopas.
He is king of the Koopas in Japan, so that will make a lot of sense. And he was actually called that too in America for a little bit, I think. Like like in the Mario cartoons and whatnot. Oh, here's another look at the castle right here, Tris, top right corner.
Oh yeah, right there. You can see like the bricks in it.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So is he a protector of that? Is this Captain Toad? He's got the backpack.
I think it's Captain Toad based. Yeah, it's the same Toad that we saw on the poster that had the backpack.
Right.
I think he's implied to be Captain Toad from what we saw and how well traveled he is. I mentioned before that like, oh yeah, like he doesn't have like the outfit of Captain Toad, but maybe he gets that later on. Like he's not called Captain Toad yet. This is
Right.
before that's who he is. But I love what we see here of him, and I think he's just an adventurer that found Mario here.
Oh, totally, and that ties into the poster too, where like he seems to be the one like kind of introducing Mario to the kingdom, whereas you see some
Yep.
other Toads like with a more surprised look on their face. Like who's this human dude, you know? Warrior number 1 says there's a spiky Mario Kart blue shell Koopa as well as in the catapult scene. Is that the Bowser? That must be
Yeah,
the
if we
Bowser.
go back to the Bowser scene with all the different Koopas, we might be able to see Koopas of like different kinds. But we'd have to look through like the different Koopa troop there.
Is that no? Okay, yeah. I'm
No,
trying
it's
to find
Penguin.
where was the catapult? It must have been before this.
It was definitely earlier into it, yeah. Or it was after it landed. I think it was when the Penguins pulled it out. If you frame by frame it, once they come out, you should be able to see it. So there was a red one. We've seen some that almost look like Hammer Bros with the helmets on. As it's panning out here. Oh yeah, wait, yeah. If you go back a little bit and start going frame by frame, yeah, right there. That one right there. It's a blue Koopa with the blue shell on his head,
In
or
the
the blue. Yeah, he's blue. He's got the spikes on his helmet. I don't think his actual shell in the behind him has the spikes, but up top it does though.
That's interesting. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, I kind of like the idea of making it an actual like being rather than just a shell that exists. So we got a super chat from Hopster Copter. Thank you, who says police badge above the pipe on the brick thing. Police badge above
back in the Mario scene, yeah, above the pipe, there's some sort of like emblem. It almost looks like a little like emblem with a star on it. Yeah, you can see it right
totally.
there. Yeah.
It does look like a police badge. Yeah, I think that is more like a star emblem. Yeah, let's zoom in on that.
Maybe that indicates World 1. So there's one star. Maybe there'll be like each of the worlds will have multiple stars in the emblems.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why? I mean, I guess a star could represent Peach, maybe? Like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what that fully means. But, I mean, we do know Bowser is after a star, or after the stars, it seems, right? Is that with him,
Yep.
grabbing this one? Yeah. So that's kind of cool. I love the idea of, like, using the stars as the collectible. So, I wonder, is this like an invincibility star, or is this a power star, though?
I think this is a power star.
That's what I think, too.
I think this is a power star, yeah.
Another super chat from Jody Anthony. Thank you, Jody. Says Luigi's Mansion movie when? Right after seeing that Luigi segment, I want that now. I want that ASAP. But they can finish the movie first. Sure, that's fine. All right. I'm looking around for anything else. Like there's basically 3 different scenes. You got the Bowser scene, the Mushroom Kingdom scene, and then the Luigi scene.
Yep.
Look, I want to take a look. Yeah, look at this shot, like where he's melting the Ice Kingdom or whatever. Oh my god.
Yeah, where he is taking them out. He is conquering.
Yeah. Look at all these penguins.
Poor penguins.
I know. I never expected them to incorporate the penguins into the Mario movie, but I love that. So, do you think? Are we looking at the introduction of the movie here?
This feels like it would be the opening scene to the movie, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
And then it would cut to the start of it would go to like the start of the credit, like the opening credits, the whole movie. This would almost be like the stinger to get you into it all, because even just the way it starts feels like an opening. Like it like the theater would go dark. It would like the music would kind of start to ramp up, or like the bass of the loudspeakers in the theater would start to ramp up as it fades into this.
That's a great point. I think this makes so much sense as an introductory thing. It kind of helps like set the tone of everything. It reminds me of like Jurassic Park, where it opens up with like a super intense opening, Although that might be, I don't think we're gonna, I think this is kind of like this could be a preview of like a battle scene to come, maybe, or I don't know. It's hard to say. Like this could be subverting our expectations, setting up Bowser as a big bad guy, and maybe something else will happen down the line that like twists everything. But I don't know. We could be just looking at the basic plot here. Bowser trying to go around and steal the power stars. Mario has to stop him.
I think for the first Mario movie, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
To be like the first plot. Now that we've seen that we can set up Bowser as the villain, Chris Pratt even introduced.
He was saying that,
Jack
yeah.
Black as like the big bad.
Exactly.
And
that's true.
I think that makes perfect sense here, and I think that's okay. For starting all of this off.
Do you think Peach gets kidnapped in this or not?
I think Bowser's gonna bring his castle to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
She'll get kidnapped in the sense of she won't be in her castle, she'll be in his, but it's gonna be like right there anyway.
Right.
That's what I think, at least.
Look at this little penguin warriors. This is hilarious. I love it. It's so good. We got a super chat here from Paraguay. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, for $5. Thank you. Says, for me, the biggest understated hype moment is the fact that we're getting Koji Kondo involved in the soundtrack of this movie. No pop songs. Hype. Wait, did they actually say no pop songs?
I don't think they said no pop
But
songs necessarily,
it's
but
kind of implication.
yeah. I mean, the music in this was like a fantastic remix of like the main Mario theme in a way that was so interesting.
I agree.
So they're clearly, it's clearly Nintendo taking this seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very happy to see that.
Yeah, so I totally agree with you, Paraguay. Thank you so much for the super chat. And yeah, hearing Koji Kondo being involved, that is a hype moment. Heck yeah, I love Koji Kondo. Grew up with the music, as many of us did, or have. And it'll be amazing hearing his music adapted for the movie. So, Tetra says penguin teeth. Oh, I didn't even know this. Are there penguin teeth?
Can Possible
Oh yeah,
says,
right there. Go ahead.
oh yeah, there are. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of weird, actually. The penguin teeth.
I love that. Yeah, they are.
I would say. Wait, I lost exactly who said it. I think it was Can Possible, but someone was saying they think no, it was McMahon guy. Think Bowser's gonna steal Peach's castle like in Paper Mario. Now that we saw Peach's castle is propped up on the mountain instead of like actually like properly sitting on the mountain, like built into it. Yeah, I could definitely see that castle being moved.
Right. Yeah, totally, absolutely. God, I'm just still blown away by like the level of the effects here. Like they're going. This looks like a massively budgeted movie. Like I don't know if the budget's been announced, but it's clearly putting all their. Hey, look at Bowser's teeth. Look at that. Oh man. Oh, Bowser looks great, by the way. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how good Bowser looks? Like, Jake was afraid, but I think they nailed, and I think Jake was happy with us too. It looks like they nailed Bowser, so.
Oh yeah, it looks like they really nailed Bowser, and I'm happy about that. Yes, the in-between animation frames are going to be great.
Mr. Actor says, I give Mario's voice 2 out of 6. The voice needs some work. I mean, at this point, what you hear is what you get. I mean, at best, we'll hopefully get used to it. It sounds very different than the Mario we expected. I thought Chris Pratt would be doing more of a voice, but it sounds. I mean, I need to hear it again, but it really is kind of like Chris Pratt, you know. So let me see. At what point does he talk? I want to see if I can play for a couple seconds. Yeah, I don't want to get a copyright strike, so.
It is just before he meets Toad. If you just play that might be fine, but.
God,
or if you, as Joey was just telling us, if we zoom into it, it might be fine.
What is this place?
All right, got it. You know, it's not. It's weird, but we're hearing his like bewilderment voice too, right? Which is gonna be a little different than typical Mario voice. So, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. The only thing is that we are so used to Mario's voice, we know how Mario should sound. Yeah, Jack says generic voice. That's kind of it. Like, it just sounds a little generic given what we know, but I don't think it's bad, and I think it'll be fine. It's just getting used to it that's going to be weird. But overall, like, I can only say how happy I am overall with like everything. Almost everything here. Yeah, like Paraguay says, "Goddamn, that was perfect," and it really basically was. So, assuming they're talking about the trailer as a whole.
Hopefully, I mean, it definitely got me excited. The fact that we had such a big focus on Bowser was great.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised they didn't show Peach anywhere.
That
especially
is really
since she supposedly leaked earlier. Like, where's that going to be? When are we going to see that?
I'm zooming way in on Peach's castle. Can we see her? Is she out there? No. Nope. Is she under the castle? Nope.
That'd be a problem.
That would be a problem. But yeah. All right. Anything else in this little? Yeah. It looks like there's what's going on over here. Are these some more mushrooms? Are there like little village outposts maybe? Like this is like a Mario, or this is like a Breath of the Wild field moment. This is like Mario of the Wild, right? Can you imagine?
Gosh, that would be wild. Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
No, I think I think this was a good start to show everything, and I love that they went with this big nice shot, not the exact same one as the poster, because it means we have two different kind of ways to look at it all. You know, we have the poster to look at, and we have this.
Right.
And it adds to it for sure.
Exactly. Chat, for anyone joining us, I know we have like 2,000 people watching. First off, thank you for joining us. Just so you know, we're not playing the trailer because we'll get copyrighted like our reaction stream did. So we're going through it kind of like frame by frame. We're just kind of skipping around, talking about whatever comes to mind. Game Z says, how did they not have It's a Me Mario? It's literally his introduction. That's true.
So saving that for the actual movie.
Yeah.
Or a bigger trailer.
Real quick, we haven't talked about it yet. What do you think of the logo?
I don't like that the dot in Bros is red. That's literally my only complaint. Because just that part feels weird. Although I guess it's MR dot with the red, so it's Mr. Mario. But no, I don't know. I love that it's like the iconic Mario colors for the logos. But something about the dot being the same bright red as the M and the R feels a little off to me.
The dot doesn't bother me. It's the centering looks a little bit weird, I think, with like the movie being like on the right side, the super on the left. But I guess they did it so Mario Bros is the focus. It is a little weird that it is called the Super Mario Bros. Movie, though, rather than just, I mean, I guess it did it for
Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, exactly. I guess it did it for SEO reasons or whatever, or get a subtitle. It doesn't matter. This is super nitpicking. I'm gonna go back to the Luigi scene one more time. I want to see.
It's a good scene.
It is a great scene. I just want to see if there's anything. Let's see if we can go through page through this frame by frame here. Hopefully not fast enough that it gets detected by YouTube.
We can definitely see that Luigi's wearing the same kind of designed outfit as Mario, just green. We can see the collar on the shirt. We can see the way his mustache is handled.
Yeah, I just love this. So I think, I think this is a trimmed down. I'd have to watch it again. But do you think this is a trimmed down scene? Like, do you think there's more to this scene than we're?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. I definitely think this is trimmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
It definitely gives like you could get like the easy implicated follow of what's happening, but I feel like it'll be a bit smoother as to cutting whenever it cuts away, showing his exact fleeing scene.
Exactly. All right, I'm going back to the beginning. I want to look. I just want to look at this introduction. Like, what a way to begin! I never expected this. Yeah, Paul, there are Cheep Cheeps in the river, which is a neat detail. I never expected this to open on like a landscape shot and then to see a kingdom come under effectively siege. Like that's so freaking cool. As it's like being attacked by the incoming Bowser Armada, effectively.
People who attended the Comic-Con panel left with a Bowser t-shirt, where it's like a t-shirt of his claw.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's so cool.
I'm jealous of that. That's a good. It's just a black and white shirt of just like Bowser's claw, like menacing, but like, oh, that looks so good.
We have a super chat from Tony Velli. Thank you. He says, "Castle isn't floating; it's the sides of a bridge." Okay, let me go take a look at this. The castle isn't floating. Oh wait, you're talking about the Peach's castle?
Yeah, I think he means. Yeah, I think they mean Peach's castle.
I'm skipping ahead to that again. Okay, it's the sides of. Oh, that makes so much more sense.
So at the top of the mountain was actually flattened out, and there's water, and then it's kind of like positioned right in the water.
Oh yeah, that makes way more sense. It's interesting how it looks just like the sky showing through, though. I'm still not 100% convinced that
definitely is still like the sky behind it. But I think they're saying it's it's sitting in water rather than just like being like
propped
up on like points.
Got it. It's like a Mario Odyssey thing. That's how the castle worked in Mario Odyssey. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we got some super chats here, real quick. Let's see. Rhino from the Void says, "Penchant's Luigi is the one who was kidnapped." Penchant's. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Perchance. Yeah, I did not even make that connection. Could Luigi be the one? God, it almost makes a lot of sense.
That would be really interesting because that would give a lot more incentive for Mario to go on an adventure. In this case.
God, that's kind of genius.
Save random woman he just met, or get help from her to save his brother. It's like his brother who escapes and has his own adventure trying to get back, and they meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, right. It's like almost an inverse Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I love that idea, and that would be fun because like when they had that team up moment later on, it's like, oh man, it's getting real here. They got Luigi back. Time for the Mario Bros to go take down Bowser. So. $10 super chat from Akimi Zuzi. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Says, what really carries it outside the visuals is that so many of the spoken voices sounded great. Bowser, Kamek, Toad, the Penguin King. The contrast Mario's voice making it easier to get used to. 1000%. 1000%. It all sounded good. I mean, we kind of already expected that, but the cast alone is stellar. It's just weird hearing of those voices coming from Mario characters, but it totally works. It's totally working here.
It really is, honestly, and this gave such a good first impression.
It did.
Like of the entirety of like the Bowser side of it all, but also gave a really good first impression of Toad. I gotta say, we haven't even like touched upon that much.
Yeah, we haven't.
Like like Mario's first impression, Chris Pratt's first impression, we've already been like, it's okay. But Toad's was pretty good to start off.
And that was a fun, I love that Toad is the one to introduce. I mean, it makes sense. Of course it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, Toad is the first the first NPC you meet in a Mario game, in a Mario Brothers game.
Yep.
You meet Toad at the castle. And that's cool. Like, it makes so much sense for that character to be the one that meets Mario, especially with him framed as Captain Toad, seemingly, or at least based on Captain Toad. I don't know if it's actually going to be Captain Toad, but clearly taking inspiration from it. But I think he'll just be, the Toad, I guess. Of the movie. We have another super chat here from Ryan for $10. Thank you, Ryan. Says, Mario can't jump yet. He struggles on those shrooms. Oh my god, I didn't even make that connection. Let's go.
Does he? It's near the end. It's when he's following when he's following Toad.
Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can. Oh, okay. Yep.
Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh, it kind of. Oh my god, it's doing like little tiny hops.
He is like struggling. Yep.
All right. Wow, that's so interesting. Let me go frame by frame again. Don't want to get claimed to shut down again. So that's it. I do wonder, like, this will be like a power up thing almost. Where like not literally a power up, but like a thing where he has to better learn how to maneuver in this world. I guess kind of like Jake Sully in Avatar, and is to learn how to like navigate in that world.
I mean, this could obviously just be, Mario's like disoriented right now. He like just fell into this world. He's confused. He doesn't know what's going on. He's never jumped on these things before.
So good. Look at Mario's shoes. He's got laces now.
I love that face on Toad.
That's really good. That was a great joke, by the way. Like, don't touch the mushrooms. Except for this one. That one's actually okay.
He's so good. I'm actually really happy with that.
Yeah, what are you feeling of the humor so far? Obviously we didn't see a whole lot, but how are you feeling? What's your vibe on the humor in general?
So we've seen the silly humor of the penguin trying to fight off Bowser.
Yeah.
And then this of Toad just absolutely like scaring Mario. I kind of love it. I kind of love it so far. It's that great kind of humor that Bowser would find himself in, that feels like kind of situations Bowser gets into in the games. And then this one with Toad, I think kind of establishes the Toads pretty well as the kind of quirky, kind of annoying characters that they're always known to be.
Right.
And I love that.
By the way, just look at this quality of the snow texture here. Like, this looks to be like almost Frozen levels, Like, look at that detail. And how, like, there's even snow, like, on the penguin's feet. Like, this is so good. This is so good.
And like in their feathers or their fur. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my god. I am. Oh god, didn't mean to play it again. And I love it. Like, and also another humorous moment is Bowser just taking the hits. Like, really?
Yes, I mean, he's just like.
Yeah, he's even got like, is this like a little catapult they have here?
It's like a little catapult for a giant snowball, which is not gonna do much to Bowser either.
Another super chat from Paraguay again. Thank you, Paraguay. It says, Mushroom Kingdom does have a lot of platforming stairs that requires jumping. Also, how does the trailer scenario compare to the poster? So yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. First off, you're right. Like, we have seen, especially in the poster, a lot of like, typical Mario platforms that obviously Mario's gonna have to jump in typical Mario fashion to use those. But also, I think we touched on that a little bit earlier. But I think what we're seeing here in this scene specifically is what's leading right into that poster. Now, I don't know if the poster is literally going to be the exact scene, but I think it will be very similar, where we see Captain Toad leading Mario to the town, where that's the introduction of Mario to the Mushroom Kingdom, effectively, where and I assume the lead up to meeting Princess Peach, perhaps, or finding out that Princess Peach was kidnapped. One of the two. We don't know what's happened yet, but
yeah, we need to see how this plays out, because when you think about it in the context of Mario's and like Toad's just kind of leading him to the town, it doesn't really make sense for him to go like all the way up and meet royalty right away, unless there's good reason.
Right, exactly.
So from what we know right now, it actually doesn't make much sense for him to meet Peach right away, unless she's very friendly with all of her residents.
That's actually a good point, especially like with the whole monarch thing, with her like being literally high above the citizens. Like, yeah, she doesn't have time for the commoners. A couple more. A super chat from Frogger. Thank you. Says backyardigans penguin. I don't even know what that means.
He's saying the penguins look like they come from like the backyardigans.
What's that?
It's like a children's cartoon.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I'm I think a little too old for that. Mr. Dan, who is apparently a fellow YouTuber, Mr. Dan says, my main issue is the Mario voice and his lack of behind, but the rest is so cool. Okay, hold on. We can get a better look at Mario's butt. Let's settle this once and for all. I want to see what Mario's butt looks like here. Okay, yeah, the poster was pretty accurate.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yep, we're confirming it. As for the voice, Mr. Dan, yeah, I'm right there with you. Like, that's the biggest adjustment period right now, just getting used to how that's going to sound. But I think it's going to be fine ultimately. It's just not the Mario we're used to. So that's the thing that did take me out of it just a little bit. It's like, oh, I don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't quite that though, where it just kind of sounded like basically like Chris Pratt. So, all right.
It is interesting. I'm glad we got a good, confident showing of Bowser, and then Jack Black proceeded to go do that at Comic-Con, as we just learned and we showed off earlier. Yeah, so they're clearly confident in the Bowser one, and Jack Black is totally confident in that one.
Absolutely.
But it would have been nice. It would have been nice to get similar from Mario. Like, we heard more from Toad than we did from Mario.
Yeah, we actually did, which is funny. So yeah, and that's another great point. Like, it's not even fair to fully assess Mario yet. We barely heard Mario, and what we have heard is not even in his typical voice. It's his bewildered voice. So we're gonna have to hear more to fully understand it. And did we even hear Luigi really at all? Oh god, I don't want to get kidnapped, copyrighted. Yeah, no, I don't think we hear Luigi at all. So another super chat from Paraguay again. Thank you, says. And finally, isn't it ironic the Mario plot has always been Peach's kidnapped, but funnily enough, we can't say what the plot for this movie is. That's so true, and I love that. Like, we were talking earlier, like, we're hoping it's not just a conventional kidnapping plot, and if Peach is a more active role here as compared to, say, Luigi, that'd be a fun twist. And it actually does give Mario, as Trista was saying earlier, better motivation for, like, coming to the Mushroom, or, you know, I guess working his way through the Mushroom Kingdom and, like, finding, you know, reuniting with his brother.
Yep. Yeah, because there's no way that scene they showed us with Luigi there is from, like, near the end of the movie. Mario's not there, he's on his own.
Exactly.
It does seem likely if they either ended up in different places or Luigi was the one to get kidnapped, and he's working his way back to Mario while Mario's working his way out to him, and they meet somewhere in the middle. And that's where the climax happens.
Frogger with a $2 super chat says, felt fan-made like a Please Everybody movie. I'm not feeling the fan-made vibes. I mean, I think...
Nah.
To be fair, we've seen so many, like, Mario in Unreal, you know, I can kind of see where you come from, but there's a level of, like, detail, like, a level of care and detail here that we've never seen anything rival this, and I'm not really getting that at all. I can kind of see it just because it's so different from what we've seen before, but I'm not feeling that.
People are saying as soon as Luigi, like, first is shown, he screams.
Oh, okay, let's go there. Let's see if I can play a second. Thanks, chat.
Yeah, if you go right from here.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
You do get a little scream, so can't tell much about it, but it sounded fine. Like, I was already hearing, like, Luigi's Mansion Luigi in that a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So, look, you know what I'm getting Mario Strikers vibes from this. You get the two kingdoms coming together, the ice world, yeah, right?
So look at, like, all the Bowser elements to this. Like, obviously there's the Bowser head at the very front of the whole thing. And, like, the anchors, as you pointed out. But, like, if you go up the volcano, you could see, like, there's another Bowser breathing fire down into it. There's, like, towers of, like, the castle. There's, like, bridges between the two. Like, that's clearly part of Bowser's castle in the middle of all that.
Yeah, this is there's a lot going on here. So, yeah, we can see, like, towers here. It's weird. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a more, like, naturalistic looking type of setting for Bowser, I guess.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool. I really dig this. Like, I mean, it's imposing. It's threatening. Like, it immediately sets him up as a huge threat. Garrett asks, what will Charles Martinet's role be? We don't know yet. We did not see, as far as we're aware, we did not hear Charles Martinet in that trailer.
Unless he played the Penguins.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, it's
we
not
don't know
possible.
who voiced the Penguin.
You're right, because Charles Martinet is obviously a voice actor, but he's voiced many things, including other video games. So yeah, I mean, he can do all kinds of voices. So yeah, we don't know. Saturday Morning's Nostalgia, thank you, with a $2 super chat, says, I'd love to chat with this about you, I'll DM you. Awesome, hit me up, Saturday Morning's Nostalgia. I'd love to chat with you too, or one of us would. Loot Roaster with a super chat, a big one, thank you, says, did you already talk about the reveal of the spined blue shelled Koopa? I think one of the mysteries of Mario Kart is the owner of the blue shell. Yeah, I love that actually. Actually, Tris, could you let Jake know about that? That might be worth like a short or something.
Yeah.
Thanks. Like the lore of the blue shell. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Let me go find that real quick again. We pointed out earlier, but someone else brought it to our attention. We saw it in, I think earlier. Where was it?
About a minute 8 seconds in.
Oh, thank you.
It's when the
that late, huh?
Yeah, it's when it's after the cannon gets brought out, and
here he is, right here. So that's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I guess we have seen blue Koopa Troopas before, but never with spikes, as far as I'm aware. So that's really cool. I love, like actually seeing where'd the blue shell come from, which is kind of dark. Did they just rip it off his back? Like, did they just just terrorize Koopa Troopas for Mario Kart? Frogger for $2, thank you, says Anger Birds. That is another video game movie, that's right. Mr. Dan says the penguins were actually so cool. Heck yeah, they were. Dirt Eggman with a super chat, thank you, says the final battle will be on Bowser's floating isle. Ooh, that'd be neat. So. I could totally see that, like just floating in the sky, pouring lava everywhere. So
I could totally see that.
All right, just looking.
Oh man.
All right, I want to go back to Bowser's Castle again. Is there anything else? Yeah, what's going on here?
Like, I think it's just the identifiable head of it all.
Yeah.
It looks like there's lights on it too, like not just from the lava. Like those look like parts of like lights coming through, like along the bottom.
Yeah.
Like probably from fire within, but they're being treated more like spotlights at the bottom.
I think they're we see.
Like along the outside.
Yeah, you're kind of right. Another super chat from Rhino from the Void. Thank you. Says, who is the one who says Mushroom Kingdom? Here we come in the mushroom jumping scene. Mario? Ooh.
I think that's Toad. But if you play that one clip again, it's when they're jumping on the mushrooms as they go along.
Let me play again. Again, chat. Sorry, we can't play the whole thing. We're trying to avoid copyright strikes here. All right.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
God, that almost sounds like Chris Pratt to me.
It does actually. Hold on. Go back to when Toad scares him with the mushroom, so we can hear his voice there for comparison's sake. Or actually, put on Mario's "What is this place?" or whatever as he's getting up, because that too would help.
What is this place?
That might be him. Maybe. That might be him saying it.
Oh, here's Toad.
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly.
It was Mario.
It's Mario saying it. It was Mario saying it.
Interesting. So yeah, what got him so excited about that? Like that's kind of an interesting. I mean, I guess we don't know for sure if that audio is from that scene, but it does kind of make sense. I don't know. Rhino from that was the Rhino comment we read. Thank you, Rhino, for the super chat. Hammer Bro, thank you. Says for $5. The penguins in this trailer are kind of short. Aren't there older, more taller penguins in the games? There are. Yeah, that's true. They went with the shorter ones that we've seen like in the Mario Kart games, rather than the full scale huge penguins in Mario 64 or.
I think they did that to make the size of scale against Bowser seem much more terrifying.
That's a good point. Yeah, it wouldn't be as threatening if Bowser was at the same, or the penguins were the same size as Bowser. So.
Yep. So that was definitely Mario saying that then, which then gives us another Chris Pratt voice to think about.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna play it again.
Yep.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
You know, that's definitely not his typical voice. So I'll give him.
No.
Yeah.
He's got an accent there. He's got an accent.
Yep, he does a bit of an accent. So, all right, it's a little bit hard to picture because we're not hearing it coming from Mario directly. Like we're not seeing it. So it's very interesting though. All right, I got someone in the chat is like being ridiculous. All right, Victor with $2, thank you, says Charles Martinet will be the narrator maybe. I mean, that's what I proposed earlier, like the idea of like what if Charles Martinet is like an older Mario retelling the story, or he doesn't have to be Mario. He could just be a voiceover. But we already know, right, Tris, he's voicing multiple characters.
Yeah, they said he'll be voicing like various other characters in the movie. We don't know to what degree. They could, like, for example, he could have voiced the penguins and we wouldn't know.
Right.
But
all right, well, I think we've covered most of it here, Tris, right? I think let me just go to this one Bowser. We have not here. I want to play a Bowser scene real quick, just so we can hear a little bit more of his voice.
Yeah.
Try to find where he talks. Do you remember what time it was? Oh yeah, I think here it is.
I do not.
All right. That's great. I love that.
That's great.
Nailed Bowser. Definitely a step up from the Mario Sunshine. Well, Junior. So
It's at about 46 or 47 seconds is when he yells about opening the gates or whatever. And that's another good like moment of his voice.
all right, trying to play it here. Oh God, I'm trying to avoid copyright claims.
Open the gates.
Oh, that's so good, so expressive
That's
too.
so good.
I love that.
That one's so good.
All right. So it's interesting. I do one thing I want to bring up is like how it's funny for everything we're speculating about. This answers almost none of our questions. Like we don't know
Yeah, really.
what the story is, like where Peach is. It's amazing we haven't seen her yet. How they got to this world. Like we thought that might be answered here. How did Mario get here? We have no idea. But I do think like the fact that we see this separate. We've now seen two kingdoms, which is interesting. We've seen like this Ice Kingdom. We've seen the Mushroom Kingdom. So that does make me like think possibly New Donk exists as like the bridge, like as a kingdom in this world that they're somehow like separated from, that they're not aware of these other kingdoms. It could be, or you know, actually it could be like a different dimension, like the Mario 1993 movie, or you know, where they actually do come from like a real world or the equivalent of such in this universe, where it's separate from our own, but like Mario's world, you know. Tony Bailey says, "Are y'all gonna do a big analysis video?" Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna work on something. Like it probably more a details thing. Not the line between the two is very small, but yeah, we're down the Jigs on it basically right now, I think. So yeah, we're gonna have something. Don't worry, everyone. Yeah. Just looking through anything else. Like, look at Bowser emerge from the flames here. You know, this reminds me of like Ganondorf in like Ocarina of Time or something. This is great. I love just seeing all the troops. Like, let me take a look at the troop scene real quick. Are they all just Koopa Troopas?
I think they all are, yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think we see anything but Koopa Troopas here. Which is, yeah, that's, I guess, are they just going all in on the Koopa King element? Where
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Again, the guy with the eye patch, I love that.
Oh, so good.
Do his eye. Trying to find if there's anything else here. Look at that, man. That's like a Game of Thrones moment here. With Bowser. Wait, is he actually breathing that fire?
Yes.
Oh my god. Wow.
He's powerful.
I love that. Hold on, there was a scene here. Look at it crumbling. Like this is so like Game of Thrones-ish right here. Just melting this kingdom himself. That's amazing. I want to go back and hear Cameron's voice too.
It does a good job to show his power.
It does. Yeah, this is one mean Bowser. We've never seen a Bowser like that strong or menacing, I think.
He looks so happy to have that star.
He does. Look at this, like holding these penguins up at like knife point effectively.
Go back to like skip ahead a little bit again, just before he actually like where we see like the top of the door or whatever it was that the shot was. Yeah, right there. There's another one of those star symbols.
Same star. What does what's it represent? Like just kingdoms?
Power stars.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably it.
If he's attacking them here and he's getting a power star, these are where power stars are kept. Are kept.
All right, I want to go back and hear this Kamek voice.
Ooh.
What?
No, I'm just saying that's so cool.
That's really cool.
If that has to do with where the power stars are kept, then that's telling.
How many is he going for then? Like, there's no way they have like a full 8 kingdoms here, right? He's not gonna grab like 8 power stars. It's gotta be just a handful or something.
Yeah, I think it's just a handful. Also, these two Koopas on the right and left, they're paratroopas. They got their wings put down.
Oh my god, you're right! Oh, that's great! Oh, that's awesome! Okay, so
that is cool.
I wonder if we'll get like Sledge Bros here or anything. Like, will we get like different variants of even beyond this then? All right,
that would be nice.
Ryan for $5. Thank you, Ryan. Says Mario has a Brooklyn accent. You can hear it when he says, "Here we come." Mario's origin is a New York/Brooklyn type dimension. Bet on it. I hope so. I really want that. I want the real world connection back in Mario. So, all right, I'm gonna listen to this guy's voice, Kamix.
Yep.
Oh shoot, I had it right there.
Behold, the king of the Koopas.
That's a good voice too. Like that's pretty much perfect for a Kamix.
That's a good voice.
For like
I love that all the Koopas we see around too. They're like some of them are fatter, some of them are skinnier. They're slightly different heights. Some of them are looking around suspiciously as this is being said.
That's actually a great attention to detail. Like in a scene like this, you might expect them to all look identical, like minions, for instance. So there are some distinctive minions. So it's cool that they actually have different body shapes to some degree, and it's not just like a copy and paste thing. Also, I didn't realize. Let's just look at Bowser's like the giant castle face here. Like
kind of menacing. It's a good shot.
The real Sean says they're treating stars like power star, like Dragon Balls. It looks like LOL. Yeah.
Maybe they won't have 120 plus power stars to get this.
Could you imagine? Oh my god, that'd be like a friggin' 90-hour epic. Akimi Zui with a $2 super chat. Thank you. I'm sorry for butchering your name. Says Bowser breathes fire here like in Bowser's Revenge. Oh, is that the Mario and Luigi game?
I don't know what Bowser's Revenge is.
What is that the Minion game? What's Bowser's Revenge? Was that the
I'm not
story?
sure. No, that's Bowser Jr.'s Journey or Bowser's Minions. So I'm not sure what Bowser's Revenge is, but the breathing fire is a lot like you see in Bowser's Inside Story, where it's like the large amount of explosive fire that he has.
Right. Oh, why did this guy get knocked over? What happened? Oh, it was a snowball. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, he got hit by a snowball.
Yeah.
Wait, that Koopa Troopa with the eye patch lifts it up to look at what happens to him.
It's just for show. It's just for show. I love that.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. He's not actually like missing an eye or anything. Oh my god, that is so good. I guess eye patches have been used, not necessarily for missing an eye or anything. It could be because like you're just trying to have an eye adapted to see in the dark. But I think that is like a joke they're going for here. That is hilarious.
They were talking about Bowser's Fury, by the way. Chat says Bowser's Fury, like the giant Bowser with the giant flames.
Totally. Yeah,
yes.
I can see that. You're right. So I guess there has been some precedent for it. They're like a different form of Bowser. So, Colton for $5. Thank you, Colton. Says most Illumination movies we tend to get merchandise. Do you think we will get merchandise alongside the movie as well? I will have a penguin plush. Oh, 1,000%. Count on it. 100,000%. Yeah. There's no way there will be merchandise. So I'm looking forward to that. We already had the Bowser shirt apparently at Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, I wish. Dang, that's such a good shirt.
It is. Yeah. All right. Nick says, I'm confused. Does Mario come from Brooklyn because wasn't he brought to the Mushroom Kingdom when he was a baby alongside with other characters? This does seem to possibly contradict Yoshi's Island, which I'm totally cool with. I hated the Yoshi's Island origin story. So if they contradict that, that's great. I want Mario to be more of a fish out of water in this case. I know that's kind of cliche for movies, but I want it for the Mario origin story. I always like the idea of Mario being like just a typical plumber or whatever who was transported to the Mushroom Kingdom. So
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's why I definitely
I'm with you there.
All right. Tress, any other... Oh, hold on.
Yield. Do you yield?
I'm wondering, could that possibly be Charles Martinet? I don't think it is, but like it's not possible. But he's...
I don't know. I don't know enough of his other roles.
I think he's voiced dragons before, like in Skyrim, I think.
Oh, he may have. You're right.
So it's not... Like, that's not possible for him. So... Globersco says, how do you think Luigi got there? I'm thinking basically however Mario got here. It's probably the same thing. But the thing is, we just don't know how. Like, did they fall into a warp pipe? Like, were they doing a plumbing job and they warped them to two different areas?
Man, who knows? This is so interesting.
Osmond says it's New Donk City, Brooklyn. That's the thing. Like that New Donk City kind of screws up possible theories. Like it's either Brooklyn or a Mario version of Brooklyn being New Donk. And so, like, is it possible for New Donk to exist on the same planet this does? And both kingdoms are somehow unaware of each other? Like, that seems weird to me too, right?
Unless, like, New Donk is really just its own
dimension, right?
Large, expansive place. They don't branch out much. But...
I would be more okay with that. My only, that's effectively just like our world again. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, if it's like a fake version of our world being New Donk, fine, whatever. I like the idea though of it being completely separate from the Mushroom Kingdom, which it seems like it is given Mario's reaction to landing here. But the other thing with that is the only other thing I hope is that even if it is New Donk or New Donk City, I hope that there aren't like human-looking people there because I don't want Mario to stand out among other humans.
Yeah, he should look normal around them for sure.
Exactly.
Like they originally planned in the as we saw in the Mario Odyssey art book and concept art.
Mark Cole with $2. Thank you, Mark. Says, wonder if Peach brings Mario there for help or not. Oh, do you think she's a summoner? Like she's like, we need help. We need outside help for this. Like let's.
And they just bring him in.
Yeah, let's kidnap a couple plumbers.
That would be hilarious.
That would be something. I don't see it though, because like what does like what would they see in the Mario Brothers, right? Like what is it about
What
them?
could this plumber do?
Yeah, why plumbers? Like, do they not know how their own infrastructure works? Like, we need like real life plumbers for this. Like, we need the experts. Like, I would love the idea of like Mario being like like known like even in other dimensions for his plumbing skills.
Yeah.
Urbane Furball with a $1 super chat. Thank you. Didn't say anything. Globersco says, I like the idea most that it's the start for brothers in the kingdom. I think they mean that this is new to them, like that they're taken from somewhere else. Which I like the idea a lot. So
Yeah.
Squiddy Foo says maybe Peach entrusts Power Stars to different kingdoms to help them out and protect them. That's possible. Yeah, like spread like kind of like a Dragon Ball thing a little bit, where they're like spread out to like lessen the chance of one person grabbing them all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did Bowser say anything in this about what the Power Stars are for?
No.
Okay.
So we don't know what it's for, but
yeah, I mean,
it's bound to be something important.
Yeah,
if he's going for them.
Chad mentioned Dragon Balls. Chad also mentioned the Triforce thing. Like, yeah, maybe it grants like wishes, or I mean, obviously Bowser's up to no good. He's gonna use it to power up something, whether it's wishes or like it gives him some kind of power that he doesn't have before. We just don't know what that is exactly. So, but what I do like about this is, at the very least, we do have like a little bit of a glimpse into Bowser's motivations. Like in the Mario games, it's typically been he's just kidnapping the princess for who knows why. In this case, we know that's not just it. Like that still may be an element, but he's clearly going after the Power Stars, and I like that. It's not just about the princess. Dan says trying to win a Mario Party. It's actually a secret Mario Party movie. I love that idea.
That's why he wants the stars, of course.
Yep. By the way, I haven't shown this chat my shirt yet, just for the stream. Tons of Mario stuff all over it. So, and he says, "Dang, bro, an hour-long analysis of a 15-second trailer. Calm down, Andy. Are you new here? This is what we do. And it's not just an analysis; it's part conversation too with all of you. So,
yep."
Mickman Guy says Power Stars could work a lot like Star Spirits to summon the Star Rod. Yeah, that could be it too, something like that. Like it summons something else, It's definitely Sorry, go ahead, Tris.
Oh no, I was gonna say tying in some like higher power of the stars like that, more like what the Paper Mario games have done. I think would be a good idea.
Raptor Brick says something interesting. The International Universal accounts have put up the dub trailer. Raymond voices Toad in France. Wow. So I guess the French voice actor for Rayman is Toad. That's kind of cool. I like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's awesome. Ooh, I'm running out of breath. I've been talking a lot. Tris, any other thoughts you have about this that we haven't addressed, or anything else you want us to look closer into?
I'm not sure about looking closer into, because I think at this point we've gone through almost every single one of them. Yeah. But I think just the fact that this is such a strong first showing is so good. This is so promising, and I'm so happy with what we saw here today.
Yeah, I'm very pleased by this. They really kind of exceeded all my expectations. Although the poster started setting up some more solid expectations, I'm glad to see that they're delivering on the promise of a Mario movie. This is the kind of movie I would have wanted as a kid, and I still want as an adult. And it's awesome to see it finally happening. Seeing the Mushroom Kingdom realized in a way and the level of detail we have never seen before. I love that. Like Nintendo's dabbled with little bits of it over the years. Like Mario Odyssey had probably the more one of the more detailed Mushroom Kingdoms we've seen yet, and the Paper Mario games too, of course. But like this is a whole new level, and I love that. Globersco says, Peach, who is going to save us from Peach saying, who's going to save us from Bowser? Mario in our world. Mario, I'm the one who's going to save you. So maybe that is a story here.
Maybe.
Urbane Furball with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Urbane. Says, maybe Power Stars let you enter the real world. Oh, man. That's an interesting thought.
Ooh.
Because, that's actually the plot of a Mario 3 cartoon episode where Bowser was collecting power-ups to go to the real world and take that over. He actually goes to Brooklyn. I had to consider that angle. What if that actually is a bridge to other dimensions, like where Mario came from? Ooh, that's a fun idea. Good thought there, Urbane.
Thinking of things like that too, Remember earlier when I mentioned the idea of like Pauline singing another song?
Yeah.
Now that we know what we know for the way they're handling the music of this movie and how they're going about it, that actually suddenly feels likely again.
It kind of
That we
does.
might get something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I hope so. I really hope so. Matthew Lowe with a $5 super chat, thank you, says, imagine that this is pre-Mario 64 and Bowser goes around and hides the power stars in different kingdoms. Oh my god, I didn't consider that. Like, if this actually is somehow a prequel to like officially to some of the games, you know what I mean? Like setting them up. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think so.
That would definitely be fun. That would be fun.
The real Sean says, looks like someone complimented my hat earlier. Thank you. And the real Sean says, looks like Mario is taking control of Andre. Cappy is still on his head. That's right. Is it actually me or the Cappy? Who knows? Or is it Mario controlling me via Cappy?
That's a good question.
You'll know.
No wonder why we've been going on like an hour for this trailer.
Yeah, I know, right? God, has it been already? Yeah, over an hour. Robbie says there was a Mario anime from 1986. Might share some elements. There's also a scrapped fantasy script for the live action one. Yeah, I never actually watched the Japanese animated movie, so that would be fun to look back on at some point. So, whew, all right.
And looking back at all of those are going to be so interesting. Like when you look at how once this movie's out and how it's been handled, looking back at the way they've depicted Mario in multimedia beyond video games, come that point, it's going to be so interesting because this is going to be the defining one.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It is, yeah, absolutely. That's what's so exciting. This could set a new bar for video game movies, which, to be fair, isn't especially high. But we have seen better video game based movies recently. With I think the last Mortal Kombat, of course, Sonic 1 and 2. But Mario could be like it could be the definitive one. It's like this is how you do it. This is how you adapt a video game property for a movie form. Now, obviously, this is all premature. We don't even know what the freaking story is yet, so we're gonna have to see a lot more before we can assess that fully. But there is promise here, and I love that.
There's a lot of promise, and I think it's already breaking the internet like we expected it to.
Yep. It broke our live stream. Urbane with a $2 super chat again. Thank you, Urbane says, well, they discovered they can use power-ups. Yeah, we don't actually see any power-up usage yet, but we did see some at the antique store, of course, but we haven't seen, I don't think, anyone actually using one yet. So that'll be fun and interesting to see how that's actually incorporated into the movie.
Mm-hmm. That would be.
Yeah.
Man, looking at this scene right here too, it doesn't look to me like Mario came out of that warp pipe. Like the angle and everything.
Okay.
Like look like because no, he did. We literally see him come out of it. Never mind.
Good thought there, but yeah, he just shot right out of it. He's like launched.
Yeah, we watch him shoot out of it. Okay, I was wrong. Never
like
mind.
a Mario World pipe. Look at that. Actually,
it's fascinating how it glows and the way it happens.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's very flashy.
It made the warp pipe sound too, by the way. All right. Just looking at this, yeah. So he just launches him. I love that. So,
wow,
man, this is so good. Oh my god, I'm loving this. I'm loving this, Triss. Oh, this looks great. But yeah, it's interesting with how many more myths. Like, really, this didn't answer. Like, what this does is it sets up the baseline expectation that okay, they're not screwing it up. This is going to be at the bare minimum a decent, fun time. But there's so much left that we don't know. Donkey Kong, how's he fit in? Where's Mario come from? How do all these characters sound? We got a few of those answered here, but even in some cases, barely. Luigi, we just barely scratch the surface of. Same thing with Mario even, too. So, the real Sean says literally a warp pipe. Yeah, totally. That's straight up a warp pipe. So that is how he gets here. So, like, yeah, so if you take it back, will it take you back to where Mario came from? That's a pretty prominent warp pipe. So, people must have gone through it already.
That's true. Though it does look a bit harder to get into that one, but
yeah.
You know, really, like taking this in though. Like I no longer feel worried about this movie. Like even though we don't have the best preview of Chris Pratt's voice and we're maybe worried about Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong, seeing the direction just from this trailer alone and the confidence Nintendo has in it. I feel confident it'll be fun and feel like Mario.
That's exactly it. Like again, this is cementing that they know what they're doing. Like I mean, the worst case scenario is it's a mid movie. It doesn't break any records. It doesn't win any awards. But at a bare minimum, I think we're dealing with like a good fun time here, and that's really all I need. If it's better than that, awesome. But no, that's exactly it, Tress. Like just everything is just setting just like preparing us for, you know, the final movie. And you know, even the context of this being a teaser, like this was kind of like what we had expected with them showing a scene for the movie. In this case, we got 3 scenes. We got basically one moderate scene, one slightly shorter scene, and then a micro scene of Luigi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Smith with $5 super chat says, I wonder who will help Mario and Luigi beat Bowser. Brand new faces or returning partners from past games, or just the bros?
I think it would just be the bros or like the other main cast, like Peach and Toad.
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to actually like Bowser, like the end game Bowser itself, it's just going to probably just gonna be Mario and Luigi, maybe Peach. But I do think there's gonna be, I mean, I think they're gonna come across a variety of characters along the way, you know.
Yeah.
So, Tris, one final thing. I talked to this about this a little bit in my, you know, leak video, of course, which ended up being real. What do you think of Mario's face? Like, now that we've seen it actually in motion in the movie context of the movie, what do you think of it?
I mean, other than what I mentioned of like what it looks comparable to, I think it looks fine, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I don't see any problems with it,
No.
and I think it works well with the whole design that they gave him.
It does.
You know, yes, it looks comparable to other characters like Fix-It Felix and Wreck-It Ralph, like I mentioned, but it's not a bad thing. It works with the animation style, and I think it's going to be expressive, and that's good.
Yep.
And we can already see that.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's recognizably Mario. It's recognizably its own thing, and that's totally fine for this. I think it works. I think he's got a cute, charming appearance that's still faithful to the character, but is also its own thing, and that's cool. I think they did a great job here, and now I can't wait to see Peach in motion, especially based off the leak that happened earlier today.
I wonder when we're actually going to see her too, because if she wasn't in this trailer, when are we? But she was leaked through something already. When we have to be seeing her soon, then.
You would think, yeah, you would think, but yeah, hopefully. Globersco says it's only the first trailer, and I already want a second movie. I'm sold already. Heck yeah, right there with you. A couple more super chats. Metal Mental, thank you, says for $5. I imagine when Bowser arrives to the Jungle Kingdom, no Power Star. I'll just take the Banana Horde instead. Is that a Donkey Kong reference? Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, totally. That'd be fun. Seeing DK lose all his bananas again.
And that's how DK gets involved.
Yeah, I love that. Gabe's Agosto with $5, thank you, says, even though I love the trailer, I'm afraid of fish out of water discovering new worlds themes. It can be easily bad, but I don't think this is the case. You don't think it's a case that that's the theme, or that it's going to be bad? I think that's going to be the theme. So I agree, though, that it's hopefully not going to be bad. So
yeah, hopefully it won't be bad.
Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna wind it down here. Tris, any final thoughts?
Man, I'm excited.
Yeah, more or less than you were before.
More.
Yep.
More.
Yeah,
they're not disappointed in the slightest.
Yeah, the nervousness almost faded for me immediately. It's like, all right, they're killing it. This is great. Like, what I love too is like they surprised me. Like, it's always dicey when you're dealing with a new IP, with an established IP in a new medium, because you're trying to, you know, cater to a different audience while also like appeasing the fans. It's like, how in the hell do you do that? Especially with a character so beloved, especially one that hasn't had historically much story or even characterization. And so far, again, we've only seen a glimpse. But so far, it seems like they're nailing it, and that's exciting. It's very reassuring, and I'm loving this. Andrew Oliver, the $2 super chat, says, Mario's brown facial hair, King held back on attack. I don't fully understand the connection there. Do you?
I think it's pointing out two different things. Mario's facial hair is brown, like the head of his hair, although it's slightly darker, and then Bowser held back on his attack.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He didn't murder the penguins yet. So
yeah, he did not murder them.
Yep. All right, I think we're about done here. It's been a ton of fun, chat. Thank you for hanging with us. We have tons more coming up, if not already out. I haven't kept up with what Jake and Joey have been up to. But thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed our live stream discussion, reaction, analysis thing, click that subscribe button, ring that bell. We'll be back with even more soon enough. We had a ton of fun discussing with you. I'm sure we'll be back more in the following days to discuss even more of it, plus more later today as well. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with us, and we can't wait for more from the Mario movie. With that, we'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.